wisdom of the ages flow through me. Stabilize your awakening abilities and senses as your conscious awareness of who you are expands. Hello, and welcome to this deeply nourishing root chakra meditation. I'm Jeannie J, and today we'll be taking an unusual and restorative journey together. We'll imagine and embody the warm, soothing essence of the color red as we extend our breath awareness, connecting into the core of the earth and the heart of the cosmos. Let's begin by taking our preferred posture for practice. I do suggest Shavasana for this practice because it allows for less focus on balancing and frees the mind to more acutely sense the energy flow within the body. However, whatever posture that your body is calling for in this moment, go ahead and get comfortable and begin easing into a sense of balance and stillness. Allowing the breath to begin to slow down. Lowering the eyelids as you begin to softly gaze on a single point of focus. And slowly, mindfully scanning the body, becoming aware of any pockets of tension that you might prefer to soften or relax completely. And lastly, making any small necessary adjustments to come to a sense of balance. Balance in the area of your pelvis and lower back. Balance of your spinal cord and shoulders. And just taking soft, deep, relaxed breaths. Shifting our awareness now to a more expanded state by breathing 3 deep breaths together. Breathing in and hold at the top, and as you exhale, imagine the number 3 blinking 3 times. Breathing in and hold at the top, and as you exhale, see the number 2 blinking 3 times. Once more together, breathing in, and as you exhale, see the number 1. Very good. And let's begin to imagine a warm, soothing, red light essence. First, by imagining a large red gemstone or cut glass in the shape of a gemstone being held in the sunlight. Mesmerizing waves of red light emanating from the heart of the stone. The gentle light is expanding outwards while drawing our gaze deeply inward. Or you might call to mind the redness of a velvety red rose. Whatever works for you, take a few breaths to begin to clearly see, sense, and feel the essence of red. Very good then. Now we're calling to mind the most clear and vibrant red of the brightest rainbow you've ever seen. Begin to take deep, slow breaths as if to draw this color essence into your lungs, passing through the heart space, down through the core of the torso and belly, to the space at the very bottom of your back, from just above where your buttocks split, and downward to about 3 inches below that where the tailbone terminates. In this area is a nerve plexus where we'll focus our breath awareness for just a few breaths. Imagine a warm, soothing, plasma-like pool of red light essence slowly pouring into this area. As it pours, it forms a small ball or sphere about 3 inches in diameter. Here is where our journey of the nourishing red awakening begins. Breathing at your own natural pace. Allow and imagine each breath brings fresh oxygen to the red essence in the area of our focus. Similarly to the relationship between oxygen and blood, and how oxygen adds vibrancy to the bright redness of life-sustaining blood, so too our focused breath awareness brings a fresh, vibrant aliveness to the red essence that we envision. And so, having allowed the 3-inch ball of soothing red essence to have formed completely, let's now slowly trace this ball of light downward past the anus to pause in the perineum, the soft bundle of tissue between the anus and the sexual organs. Here is another nerve plexus of interest for the red awakening. Moving slowly and slightly upward now, around to the front of the pelvis, to the pubis bone and sexual organs, and slightly upward and back to fill the hollow of the pelvis. The whole hollow of the pelvis is filled with this vibrant red light. Pausing to just breathe, observing this area and imagining the warm, soothing red essence and how it affects this area and all around the hollow of the pelvis. This area and all its nerve plexuses can be thought of as the upper root ball of the body, similar to how a tree has a discerning point between its trunk and above ground aspects, and where its taproot and or whole root system begins. The energy centers associated with this part of the body, the parts of the body that are usually closest to the earth, are part of what roots us to the earth and our planetary system at large. See, sense, and feel our ball of soothing, warm, red essence expanding now, or splitting into two balls according to your posture or however you prefer to feel the flow today. Spreading outward into the bones of the hip joints and through to the skin of the outer hips. To the center of each buttock, to the center of the thigh bones and its muscles and tissues, to the knee joints, tendons, and ligaments, to the lower leg bones, calf muscles, and shins, the ankle joints, the heels, the center tops and soles of the feet, toes and tips of the toes, pausing here to observe sensations of the lower body. And imagine that you've shifted your perspective to observe yourself from a position facing you about 3 or so feet in front of you. Maybe the red light essence appears to your mind's eye as brightest, beginning in the area of the pelvis, and then becomes shades darker, shifting into maroons and burgundy towards the toes. Maybe the area just below your feet, about 3 or so feet below your feet, which is also a part of you, is almost a beautiful shade of brown, mixed with hues and sparkles of golden radiance. This is the energy center where we are rooted, connected, and tapped into the earth essence. Bringing your awareness back within the body, pausing to sense the primal charisma that emanates from this source of connection and feels the whole lower body. Observe what that feels like for you today. What energy might Mother Earth give of herself to nourish her progeny and to nourish and help you grow? And now, feel the red rising, returning upwards through the toes and soles of your feet, into the ankles and legs, the knees and thighs, the buttocks, and filling the whole area of the pelvis. Still connected to the earth essence. This red essence rises up through the lower belly, through the waist and belly button, the area of the diaphragm beneath the ribs, the chest, arms, and hands, filling the whole torso, the whole back and spine. As it flows, it gives essential blessings to all the red blood cells, and especially the new blood cells being formed right now in the bones of the hips, the spine, and ribs, and upwards into the skull. Slowly, deeply breathing, let the warm, soothing red essence flow upwards through the hollow of your throat and into the brain. All the muscles of the face and ears and the back of your head. Even as I guide you, feel free to stay with the essence in any part of the body. Anywhere you feel moved to, linger with attention in this area a little longer. Take your time loving the body, breathing the body, and feeling the love. Some of these spaces that you're breathing into may not have received your attention for some time. As you're ready, bring your focused awareness upwards to about 3 or so feet above the head. See, sense, and imagine this warm, soothing red essence here now. As it merges with the energy centers above you, it anchors into the heart of the cosmos. This center above the crown can be thought of today as the seat of your soul, connecting us to an awareness of the higher-most soul self. Continuing to breathe consciously, slowly and deeply. Recalling the Earth Star Center below your feet and the area of the perineum. With your next in-breath, imagine breathing energy from the Earth Core Energy Center up through the perineum. And as it reaches the perineum, squeeze and release the muscle of the perineum. Releasing as you are inhaling will cause a slight pause in the inhale, creating a kind of pumping sensation as the inhale is allowed to continue upwards along the core of the body, through the center of the brain, and gently stimulating the pineal gland. So placing your attention on the energy center below the feet and breathing in, drawing red essence energy upwards towards the perineum. Squeeze and release. Continuing to finish the inhale, sensing the energy flushing upwards into and through the pineal and out the top of the head to the upper energy centers. And exhaling, allowing the red essence to cascade down, all the way down, back down to the earth center before your next inhale. You can imagine the light energy essence is flowing through geometric patterns around and through the body, like a wide torus field or donut-shaped field. Breathing in, squeeze and release. Feel the flush of energy. And exhaling out the top of the crown, allowing the energies to stream down, down and around, all the way back down to the earth energy center. Breathing in, squeeze, release. Exhaling, showering down and around. Breathing in, squeeze and release. Exhaling, showering down and around. Continuing along at your own pace, priming the system with this red light essence. After a few breaths of pumping the core, imagine your pineal gland in the center of your brain becomes so stimulated that it begins to light up and add more colors and energy to the experience. You have built up enough energy to burst through the boundaries of identity. You chose to clear the blocks between your conscious self and your higher self. And now you may begin to experience more direct communication. All that you are is ever so gently stimulated with an awakening, stimulating red essence. And looking closer upon these red rays of light, one can observe all the colors of the rainbow are present, even while for now we place our focus solely on these vibrant, living rays of red. All the rays of light and color are also clearly present within. As light and color are amplified and intensified with the momentum of your pumping action, the whole body mind biofield is restored, restoring you to your best multidimensional health and balance and well-being. If you'd like, you can imagine a golden light is pouring through now from the inhale of the earth energy field and through the body, and from the exhale of the cosmos energy field above your head and showering down around the body. Breathing in, squeeze, release. Breathing out and around. Become so perfectly enveloped in a vibrant red golden radiance. Breathing now at your own pace for these last few moments of practice, mindfully holding your focus to the pumping action between the perineum and the pineal. Very good then. You've done so well in your practice today. If you've not stopped already, you may choose to stop the pumping action at this time, allowing the energy centers of the body and the surrounding biofield all now operating in a higher harmony throughout, to come back to everyday waking awareness levels. Pausing one more time as we come to the natural conclusion of our practice, to lightly scan the body and check in on the mind and emotional state. Perhaps one thing that you're feeling is a sense of calm optimism as a result of epiphanies or being in states of expanded awareness. If so, know that you honor yourself by coming again and again to the expanse of the present moment. Reinforce this thriving sense of connection with each practice. This has been a mind-body system upgrade with Jeannie J. Thank you so much for participating. Until next time, I hope you'll continue to practice observing the current of energy between the pineal and the perineum with your breath awareness. And maybe look up some interesting facts about the great craniosacral pulse debate. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the experience of this pulse. Till we get to practice again, blessings on blessings on blessings of sound and vibration.